Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you like the content, hit the subscribe button, leave a like down below. My attempt for this video is like a rapid fire of all the crazy news that came out today. I'm going to leave a link in the description down below where it leads you to all the full videos. That way you can go check them out. We got stuff from Smack Talks, we got stuff from Up Up Down Down, we got stuff from Revolution. Lots of good information came out today, and I tried to cram it all into one little video here. So shout outs to all the creators. Thank you so much for sharing it with us. Let's get on to the video. All right, so here is the first thing, and this is from Up Up Down Down. They're showing off the underground match, and it looks like the mechanics are the same as like a street fight or a backstage brawl where you have to knock out your opponent. And what's really cool here, and I left in the little clip, is where he gets to the edge of the ring and he starts stumbling a little bit, and Roman just tackles him off the apron, and it's really cool. Or no, Rock tackles him. Boom! Such a cool little mechanic, and they really have like animations and stuff for that, like interacting with a ring with no ropes, and you'll see that coming in later. Now, we have a list of all the backstage brawl areas via Up Up Down Down. Shout out to them again. And I'll have to pause it here for a second so we can see it. All right, so we got the the three same backstage brawl areas that we had in the last game. And we got two different archives. And then we got the NXT parking lot, which is really cool. So backstage brawls. I'm glad they added more. I was hoping they'd add in some from 2K20. They made a lot of cool like backstage brawl areas in that, like an arcade, like a swamp area. Now this is where it gets really cool, and this is from Smack Talks. Shout out to Smack Talks. Hope it's okay I'm using your footage. Yell at me, DM me if it's not, and I'll take it down. But he shows off the third-person camera, and I wanted to show this real fast because it doesn't state it here. But when he goes in here, I'll stop it here in a second. It's literally, you just go to the pause menu, boom, it's right there, right at your fingertips, and you can change to third person. And it looks like you have how close the camera is to the character also, which is kind of a nice touch. And just seeing this made my jaw drop. I couldn't believe, like, this is amazing. And I was very curious how the game controls with this in effect, because basically it takes away the right joystick's functionality, right? Well, Smack Talks in his other video that he made, which I don't have footage of, he says you hold down the R trigger or whatever it is on the PlayStation, and then it functions the same. That is such a genius way to do it, because then you can just change the camera, hurry up and pin them and stuff like that. It'll take some getting used to at first, but I feel like I'm going to leave it on the whole time, and I'm going to try to master the game with that feature set. That is freaking awesome. So I'm super happy about the third-person camera. And I have a little extra footage here too from his playthrough here, because I really wanted to show off like this area that is really cool. And then I skipped ahead here. You can throw people off of stuff, and you get a little look at the camera angles here too, which is really cool because I mean you can get some awesome shots for those creative people. And then the environment has destructible elements to it. That's so cool. I'm curious what else. Now this was the big cherry on top, and this was awesome. This is the Smackdown Fist, if you're familiar. You can climb up there and jump off, and you can fight up there and stuff. This is like Here Comes the Pain stuff. This is freaking awesome. And I left that in because as I said earlier, they have animations to where you can throw them into the ring. And then Smack Talks went into complete detail on how chain wrestling works. And it's just like, it's the stupid joystick thing, which I completely forgot about. I turned off chain wrestling in 2K20 because I hate this. I hate this with a passion. I hate this more than the rock, paper, scissors one. But it's cool that it's in there. Basically, you can wrench them. You can switch to another hold. So headlock, wrist grab, or wrist lock, my bad. Wrist lock. And then, of course, you can push them to the ropes and then get a cheap shot in and stuff like that. He goes over that in his other video. And now I grabbed all of the entrances that I could find. Most of them are for Smack Talks and Revolution. Shoutouts to them. And I didn't show the whole entrance. If you want to see everybody's entire entrance with music, make sure you go check out Smack Talks and Revolution's channels. Shout outs to them. Thank you for sharing. It's awesome. I just wanted to show this so you can get a good look at what they look like in 2K25, their ring gear. Now, Jey Uso I'm bummed about because he comes out from the entrance ramp. He doesn't come out from the crowd like he's been doing. He probably didn't do that when they were making the game, so they didn't get in the game. That sucks. Now, Jacob Fatu, his face and the way he looks is perfect. They just made him too skinny. Like, they made him really skinny. I'm like, why is he so skinny? Now, when he first came to the company, his first started being on TV, he was pretty thin. Like, he looked like he was pretty jacked. I think he put on a little bit as he's been there because, you know, he's a big Samoan dude. But I don't know if they could update that before the game comes out because he is really skinny. I mean, look at that. He's super skinny. Why is he so skinny? And then we got a good look at Sika. We saw them yesterday in our video that Ultra Pro Wrestling, the Up, Up, Down, Down put up for the showcase mode. They look phenomenal. I like the big hair. And they do have Captain Lou Albano as their manager also available. That's freaking cool too. So we got a good look at him. Then we got a good look at Ethan Page. If you're a fan of Ethan Page, shout outs. NXT star. Kiss my ass. Honestly, I recorded NXT because I want to start watching it. And we got a good look at Alpha. Man, they did really good on the faces this year. Like, it's scary good how they did the faces this year. And then LA Knight. Now, I was a little bummed about LA Knight's gear because it's kind of the dark red, dark brownish. At least on the screen here, it looks like that. I was kind of hoping they go for more of the colorful ones, like his bright red one or his bright yellow one that he just had a couple weeks ago. I don't know. That's just me. And then we got Devon. I hope they have his Testify gimmick in here, but this is the best his character model has ever looked. Like, look at his face. It looks exactly like him. He even got the cut in his hair. It's, like, perfect, and the stuff in his head. And then we got Dominic Mysterio, Dirty Dom, with his porn stash and everything. His hair looks really good. I feel like his face is a little too wide. I feel like I need to shrink it down. Maybe it's me. It could be me. Then we got Bubba Ray Dudley. Again, he looks freaking phenomenal. The character models look amazing. And it has me a little worried about the Creation Suite, because is the Creation Suite going to look this good? I can't wait to see the Creation Suite. And Jimmy Uso. Great character model. Looks exactly like him. But it's his raise your ones up gimmick. Now, what the heck? He has his Shield entrance where he comes down from the arena, but Jey Uso doesn't. And that third-person camera you can control during all these entrances. That's another thing that's really cool. And then look at Solo. Solo looks freaking amazing. That's like one of the best ones. It looks exactly like him. Good job, 2K. Great job. He looks amazing. He looks absolutely amazing. And then, unfortunately, because they didn't switch gimmicks fast enough, it's their old New Day gimmick. They're still doing their New Day thing before they basically ended with Big E. Then we got Nia Jax, her new character model. This is from Revolution. Shoutouts to them, as you can see the little logo up in their corner here. And then we got Bianca Belair. She's got a new look. I'm really happy about Jade Cargill's new look because I didn't like the short hair in the last one. Like, I like the longer hair, and I like the green. I think the green looks cool. In fact, I might use that for one of my main characters. That looks awesome. And then Alundra Blaze. I feel like they fixed her face big time. She looks phenomenal. And the cape, the way the cape reacts to her movements is really good. Then Kalani Jordan, new NXT star. She looks really good. All the characters look amazing. It blows my mind how good they look. And the fact that you can control the camera for entrances, like, I'm never going to skip an entrance ever again. I'm going to sit there and move the camera pretty much for every entrance. That's going to be really fun. And then Lyra Valkyria. I always said Valkyrie, like I'm sure a lot of you guys did. Then we get a good look at Naomi and her glow mechanic. You know, the way it makes it glow. Now this, in this feed, it looks fuzzy, but the actual direct feed of it, it looks amazing, like the 4K version of it. And then Natalia. And now there's one thing that has been bugging me for years now, and we're gonna rewind here for a second. Ever since 2K20, that's not how they work, guys. Anyway, moving on. That's not how they work. It just looks weird. And then Rhea Ripley. This is the best version of Rhea Ripley we've ever gotten in a 2K game, let alone any game. This is picture perfect. The hair, the makeup, the tattoos, the attire, everything. Then we got a good look at Sol Ruka. I'm going to be spending hours in the entrances now. And now this isn't from anybody. They uploaded this later on. This is our first look at China's new model for 2K25. It's the one where she beat, I believe, Stephanie for the women's title. It's the same gun gimmick, the t-shirt gun. Or the fireworks gun, whatever. Yeah, that's the best she's ever looked. The hair. I hope the hair looks this good for Creative Superstars. I mean, seeing this stuff gets me excited for its creation suite, but also has me worried because to make it look this good, they probably had to remove a lot of stuff. Like, there's probably a lot of stuff missing this year. And there's one thing I want to mention here, because they did this in 2K23, and they did it in 2K24 with updates. I'm going to scroll back here a little bit while I talk about this. And that is, you see how there's no mesh on her legs? So what 2K23 did and 2K24 did is they went through and they went and basically censored the game after the fact. Like, there was some attire parts that I had on some of my wrestlers, the female ones, where they'd go back in and they'd add the mesh to censor it. And I'm like, why? Okay, whatever. I guess it was flagged for reasons. I don't know. But I guarantee you this will be, they'll add mesh to her trunks, if you will. They're going to add mesh, even though she didn't have mesh in real life. I can almost guarantee you. I can almost guarantee it, because they did that in the last two games. Anyway, other than that, I think this game looks phenomenal. I'm actually finally excited for this game after seeing the third-person camera, the backstage brawl environments, and intergender matches. Shoutouts to all the content creators that keep sharing stuff with us and really keep us in the loop. I wish I could be there with him and talk about the game that way, but I get it. I'm a nobody. But anyway, thanks for watching. Make sure you go check out all these creators' videos. Subscribe to them. Thank them for taking the time to make the videos. And I can't wait for, almost said November. I can't wait for March 7th. I'm actually excited. Thanks for watching. Sound off the comments below, and stay frosty.